Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report so juicy it's like finding out your company's CEO is also secretly a competitive pie-eating champion. Seriously, this one has some twists and turns you won't see coming. We are going to be looking into TriMas Corporation's latest filing. It's about a major change at the top. A new CEO is stepping in. This isn't just a routine swap. There are big payouts, stock options with a twist, and potential golden parachutes involved. So buckle up because we're about to decode what all this means for TriMas and its shareholders. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where we discuss these filings and more. Join us. So the big news is that TriMas Corporation has a new president and chief executive officer. Thomas Snyder is taking over starting June 23, 2023, 2025, or maybe even sooner if they both agree. He's also getting a seat on the board of directors. Snyder is replacing Thomas Amato, the current CEO. It's a pretty big shake-up at the top. Who is this new guy? Well, Thomas Snyder has been around the block, especially in the packaging world. He's got nearly 35 years of experience. Most recently, he was president of Silgan Containers LLC, where he managed about $3 billion in sales. Before that, he was an executive vice president and a vice president at the same company. So he seems to know his stuff. Okay, let's talk about money. To get Snyder on board, TriMas made him an offer he probably couldn't refuse. His starting salary is $800,000 per year. Not bad, right? But that's not all. Per year, not bad, right? But that's not all. He's also getting a $400,000 bonus paid out in early 2026. There are some conditions attached, like if he leaves early, he might have to pay some of it back. But if he gets fired for no good reason, he gets to keep the whole amount. Starting in 2026, he'll be part of the company's short-term incentive program. Basically, he can earn up to 200% of his base salary as a bonus, depending on how well the company does. Here's where it gets interesting. He's getting about $425 million in restricted stock units. These are basically shares of stock that he'll get over time. He's also getting about $6 million in stock options. These let him buy shares of TriMas stock at a set price, but these aren't your regular stock options, they're premium priced, meaning he can only exercise them if the stock price goes up quite a bit. To make the move easier, TriMas is giving him up to $450,000 to cover relocation costs. Again, there are some strings attached, like if he leaves too soon, you might have to pay some of it back. The company is also paying for his commuting expenses for the first 90 days. Plus, they're covering 2 trips for his spouse to visit the company's headquarters in Michigan. And they're even reimbursing him up to $35,000 for his legal fees related to joining the company. These stock awards are what they called inducement awards. These are used to attract new talent. The stock units vest or become his over 3 years. If he gets terminated or dies, he will get the stock faster. The stock options have a 10-year term, but only if the stock price hits 30, 35, 40, 45, and even $50 a share. TriMas is also giving Snyder a severance agreement. This is basically a safety net if things don't work out. It lasts for 5 years and automatically renews each year unless someone cancels it. If he gets fired without a good reason, or if he quits for a good reason, he'll get a payout. This includes things like his salary, bonus, and health insurance coverage. If the company gets sold and he gets fired or quits within 2 years, he gets an even bigger payout. This is often called a golden parachute. What about the old CEO? Well, Thomas Amato isn't just disappearing. He's sticking around as a special advisor until June 2025 to help Snyder with the transition. Now, let's step back and look at what all this means. Bringing in a new CEO with a hefty compensation package signals that TriMas is serious about growth. Snyder's experience in the packaging industry could bring fresh ideas and strategies to the table. The premium price stock options are a clever way to align Snyder's interests with those of the shareholders. He only benefits if the stock price goes up significantly, which means he's incentivized to make the company more valuable. However, these big payouts also raise some questions. Are they really necessary? And what happens if Snyder doesn't perform as expected? The severance agreement provides some protection for him, but it also means the company could be on the hook for a lot of money if things go wrong. One potential risk is the high expectations that come with such a rich compensation package. If Snyder can't deliver, investors might get impatient. Another risk is the potential for conflicts of interest. Snyder's previous experience at Silgan Containers could create some friction if TriMas competes with Silgan in certain markets. Overall, this CEO change is a high-stakes move for TriMas. It has the potential to shake things up and drive growth, but it also comes with significant risks. Only time will tell if it pays off. Alright, that's our breakdown of TriMas's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.